All right, so map is going to be Icarus. Um, Interesting map to send a Zerg out on, but well, we'll have to see if he has anything prepared, possibly if he has any real experience with this map. One of the newer GSL maps that have been brought into the pool, but let's get right into this guy spawning in the bottom right position as the red Terran player coming in for Clarity Gaming. Just took out Neeb. It is Shuttle.
And his opponent in the top left-hand corner of the map as the blue Zerg from FXO. It is Moosegills. Moose used to be on Light Esports. He was our last recruit before the team dissolved into just, I believe, Son is just being kind of sponsored by Light Esports, not really a team anymore. And I saw that Kumiho went over there as well. Very solid Zerg player. Like you said, Icarus is an interesting choice to send out a Zerg on, but I'm confident in Moose that he can put up a fight versus Shuttle. But from last game, we saw Neeb just kind of like destroy a Montauk. And then Neeb just kind of got destroyed by Shuttle. I mean, the Hellion harass was just completely different so we'll have to see, how Moosegills is going to set up. What do you think we're going to see on this map from both players?
Well, Icarus is one of the more interesting maps, of course. We have the main base has a pretty easily secured pocket expansion. It's missing 2 mineral patches, though, and 2 of them are gold, so it mines out pretty quickly compared to a regular base. It does have a rich Vespine geyser, of course, so that will mine out faster as well. And the third base is relatively difficult to take. There's a lot of open area around it. It can be dropped pretty easily, siege from behind, so it's a map where a lot of 2-base play has come out of Zerg players. It doesn't affect Terran as much positioning, but with this aggressive barracks placement, it looks like Shuttle wants to go for a fast Reaper.
He barely scouted it. Barely scouted it over the barracks. And it's a good thing he scouted. Like you said, this is not all in. This is just 1 barracks on the low ground to get the Reaper out a little bit quicker. But if Moosegills was to not see this barracks, he wouldn't know if there's a barracks closer to his base going for, a proxy type of aggressive bunker play, or is he going for a 2-racks. The fact that he scouts this bunker clears his mind of a lot of things. He says, okay, he's just going for a Reaper build, wanting to get that out a little quicker. And then, it still, has to do with that Reaper harass. It's a delayed spawning pool, but, it definitely eases his mind a little bit. It's not like anything crazy, ridiculously close.
No, and, well, the Reaper play, of course, you just want to put in a little bit of harass. We're going to have a gas opening from Moosegills, which is pretty standard. We've actually seen a lot of that in the higher level. He's going to try to put this bunker, though, behind the natural expansion of Moosegills. Reapers, they don't have that D8 charge anymore, so they don't do the extra damage versus buildings, but they can still be a little bit annoying. He's doing this mostly to try to deny mining, force Zerglings to be built, and yeah, Reapers just don't really kill buildings anymore, but now he's going to poke up here. You might actually get this first drone kill.
Yeah, this drone that was scouting initially is going to get taken down, and the bunker was canceled. There's no, or denied. The SCV was killed off. There's no other SCV on the map, so this will eventually be canceled off. Right now, he's just keeping it there for whatever reason he wants. And he's just going to try and harass. Some lings are out. Queen is on the way, but will he be able to get more drone kills? He's currently just sitting at the 2. This Reaper's being controlled very well so far.
Yeah, not bad at all. He's got the 2 drone kills. He's got the Zergling kill. Now with 2 Reapers, he can put on more pressure. The first Queen is out, though. Queen's very good at zoning away these Reapers. The fact that the Reapers can move faster than the Zerglings without the speed on creep just gives them so much flexibility and maneuverability. But he's going to be forced to back off now, wait for that Reaper's health regenerate. He's going to build a 3rd Reaper. So with a 4th one queued up, it looks like he wants to be very aggressive with this and use the health regeneration to slowly whittle these Queens down and just try to overpower them with a raw force. But now he's pulling back to use that regeneration ability. And what do you think about this map as a Zerg player? Do you think, in terms of 2-base play and Heart of the Swarm, is there anything new that we might see? He did stop mining his gas.
No. I mean, you can. This map, if I ever play on it, I'm gonna all in on it. This map really is not favorable for the Zerg. The bases are really far apart. It's hard to connect your creep to them. There's a lot of drop possibilities. Well, this is just a very difficult map for Zerg to play on. I mean, your 3rd base is all the way over here. I mean, that's a long distance to take your 3rd. But we do actually have the Reapers coming in. They take down a Queen. And even though he lost 2 Reapers in the process, the drones he's killed and the Queen takedown, I mean, that's pretty huge. That's just going to delay the creep spread even longer.
Yeah, and at the same time, he's now got his starport going up. He's got his factory building widow mines, so he can go for follow-up aggression. Looks like he might try to go for some possible mine droppage. We'll have to see if he moves that factory onto the reactor. Maybe just build some Hellions, go for Hellion drop. And with the first commands that are now complete, he's moving into a pretty economical play out of this.
Yeah, definitely with the double command center. Can you check chat real quick to see sounds all good, right? No.
Yeah, everything looks okay so far. No one says anything just yet.
I don't know what Moose is doing with his queen, but this queen is going to control this middle ground. He does not want anything to get past him, and that's how it's going to play out. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake, though. I don't know. He's moving it around to like different positioning. Like at first, I thought it was a mistake. He's actually just using this to zone Reapers or something. I have no clue.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe he's trying to use that, just bring the creep down as fast as possible. The first widow mine is here, though. It's barely out of range, that queen. So he basically just wants to push the creep forward as much as you said, of course, to connect it to this third base for defensive purposes. These Zerglings need to be very careful. The widow mine does do so much damage to them, barely dipping in and out of that range. And now he's created a little bit of a zone, a kill spot, where if he goes between these two bases, he's actually going to damage. One widow mine almost gets caught, and the splash will kill the Reapers. So Moosegills using the widow mine to his own advantage there, but now we have an armory coming up.
This choke is so nasty for Zerg, by the way. Like, if you get your siege tanks position and you can funnel the Zerg into your army with widow mines and stuff, this is scary, gross looking. Oh wow, Queen took some damage there. Not enough to one-shot the Queen though, unfortunately for Terran players. But third command, like you said, is done. Medevacs are out on the field, or about to do that first drop. No battle Hellions, just 4 Hellions here.
Yeah, it can do so much damage, though, because he didn't spot this coming in. He still doesn't see it, so now Shuttle's going to run in, begin to work away at these drones. Shuttle scouts now that there is a lair on the way, so picking away at these drones. He's gotten a good couple of kills so far. The Zerglings are here. He can, of course, just get into medevac and boost away, and he will. He kills 10 drones basically for free, and now he's just running out.
Yeah, these Hellions are going to be valuable all day because we have a surprise for the viewers. Shuttle is going mech. So rare do we see a Terran willing to play mech in TVZ. With we've talked about it like every time we've seen a Terran player, the drops, they're so much more powerful now. Bio play with widow mines is just the popular build right now. But Shuttle's confident enough in his mech, and actually Battle Hellions drop at this third base, killing off a lot of Lings there. At the same time, running Hellions into that main base.
Yeah, getting back into the main once again. The drones taking more fire. Gets a nice 3 drones with that one volley, and he's just going to pick up. He loses one of the Hellions, but he's at 17 drones killed so far. He's going to bring that Hellbat back up. No, he decides to boost away. But yeah, like you said, we haven't seen too much Heart of the Swarm meching at the higher level from our Terran players. There are a lot of threats, of course, that can come into this. Swarm hosts actually present a really big difficulty with how slow the army is actually getting to the swarm host, with good use of roaches and hydralisks to support them, and then of course going for either drop play or wow. We have a Hellbats going back into that third base. Wow, oh my goodness. We're going to really take away at this drone count. Shuttle just doing so much damage with these.
27 drones have been killed this game. Puts the income tap 49 to 45. Shuttle maintaining his harvest lead. Again, dropping 3 more Hellions, into the main base. And then just be able to keep up this aggression. Lots of drones are dying here. We do see that drops are being researched for the Overlords here, so it looks like he's just going to be wanting to do, a 3-4 base Roach drop play into the main base to shut down this mech play. Hellions in the main base do get cleaned up. The Battle Hellion drop is actually moving to that original natural. There are already Lings here, but there are no Roaches to stop these Battle Hellions. Will the medevac get the units out? No, it decides to just back off and keep that medevac alive for now. But so many drones have been killed this game by Shuttle.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about this map. There are these rocks here at the natural expansion, and with a medevac, the Roaches don't move quite as fast as the Zerglings, and the Hellbats, of course, can destroy almost infinite numbers of Zerglings in the right position. But it looks like Shuttle wants to go for a bit of an early push out, and we've been seeing this a little bit more in terms of when players go for sort of mechy styles. They're willing to bring their armies out a little bit earlier before maxing out and just using the crazy cost effectiveness of the Hellbats and then the tanks to support against the Roaches. And well, this third base for Moosegills is looking like it's going to be in a lot of danger because of how many drones he lost earlier on. Scan Sport, he's moving up. Roach, the Overlord drop is done, but Shuttle is now at his third.
At the same time, he's dropping the natural base. The Battle Hellions do get out, but the medevac is taken out at the same time. Like you said, pushing that third base. Roaches and Hellions coming forward. Siege Tanks doing a lot of damage. Medevacs pick up the Battle Hellions and re-drop them to try and suffer as much damage for these Siege Tanks. Roaches are getting through though, but will picking up the curves up. It's going to be a very close trade, and the Siege Tanks look like they will just barely kill the Roaches, but at the same time, more Battle Hellions just charging the front. At that natural base, the Hellions were cleaned up, but at the same time, dropping more Battle Hellions towards the main base, and the third base has to be evacuated for Moosegills.
Yeah, and he's actually bringing the medevacs back up with this to Hellbats to pull them off of the army and into the expansions. And well, the tanks are going to get dropped on by these roaches, so he will be able to clean these up. But the Hellbats are back in the main base, killing tons of drones. We're in the natural, killing even more. Less than 100 supply now for Moosegills at the 15-minute mark, basically. And now the Queens are dying as well, so the production will be limited for Moosegills. He has a good number of roaches, but barely any bank. And right now, 53 drones have died in the making of this game.
That is just ridiculous. These Battle Hellion drops, yeah. You know, I remember talking to Total Biscuit about that at MLG. Yeah, you have to start using static defense more. One spore caller in your main is not enough. One spore caller in your natural base, not enough. You need spine callers, you need spores, you need everything there to be able to deal with these drops, because now essentially Moosegills is all in. He has 32 drones to his name, and he's not building more. He's only building roaches. Shuttle has the supply lead. He has turrets in position to defend against these drops. Plenty of Siege Tanks and Battle Hellions to defend. I don't think this drop's going to work.
No, it's looking really, really rough. He's losing a couple Overlords, nothing in them though. And Shuttle just has such a good defensive posture behind the Siege Tanks, behind the turrets. And now the Vikings coming in to help DPS down these Overlords. One of them with full drop gets picked off the Widow Mine, shutting down the drops as well. And you know, the thing is, in Wings of Liberty, yeah, you drop on top of the tanks and the Hellions, but Hellbats do so much damage. GG from Moosegills.
You know, what phenomenal play from Shuttle there. The drops were just constant. The timing push. Normally, like when you see a player go mech, he'll do Hellion harass for like the first 15 minutes game, maybe a Banshee here or there, and then he won't do a push till about like 170 supply. You know, but Shuttle, he realizes how much damage he's done. He realizes how cost-effective the Battle Hellions are now. You know, he just pushed that 116 supply, takes out the third base, drops the main in the natural, and I mean, the guy killed like, what do you say, 52 workers there at the end, like, while taking down the third. I mean, he was just everywhere. Just, you have to build static defenses, guys. You have to get spine callers in position. You have to get more spores. You can't just rely to defend on your lings and roaches and queens to defend anymore. You have to build those static defenses.
Yeah, and the other thing to note was that he didn't actually have the creep spread in his main base at all, so